100% grass-fed and grass-finished, it may not be for everybody, or it may not feed everybody, right? And so I think there's really unique perspectives, such as, the introducing of upcycled carrots, and maybe, who knows, in Georgia or in Florida, there's upcycled, I don't know, oranges or something like that maybe somebody could use, and I'm just throwing that out there, who knows, but to think differently and just to know that somebody's doing it and it can be successful. And when the end product is healthy meat and really quality and amazing tasting meat.
And happy cows.
And happy cows, yes.
Yes.
Tell us what kind of cuts and steaks that you have.
So we started, with a small menu list, your New Yorks, fillets, ribeyes, top sirloin, some fajita meat, ground beef, and then we have the bone-in short ribs, the big dino bones, and the brisket. A lot of people who like to smoke meats, those are really fun for. We have a boneless short rib it's like the Cadillac of crock-pot meat, so you can really slow cook it.
Slow cook.
Yeah, so just a small product line, but we're all learning together. Even out here on the ranch, I think our biggest competitor is us yesterday. So we're all like my dad was talking about genetics. We're always improving the genetics that would complement the carrots. We're always trying to complement, the grasses and how we manage the grasses, how we manage water systems, and
so you guys work with land conservationists too on this land property, and so they have real soil samples, and and this is kind of how you can improve.
Yeah, so we part of the ranch we were on, the first day you came out, is we leased from the Nature Conservancy, and it borders us on such a big, contiguous property that we're excited to kind of share data with them, what they find for soil samples and range management and all of the things that it would take a lot of money for us to do, even though we're always trying to manage it right. We're going to get some hard data from them, and we like it, embrace it, and can't see how much more we can improve, because we don't want to let good enough be good enough either.
But something that I think that I can learn more from, which I really appreciate, is the cow, right? Exactly like the genetics of the cow or the kinds of cows. And so I know you guys really pride yourself in, sticking to high quality Angus cattle. So do you want to talk about why you are picky specifically about your cattle?
So with our own personal cattle, we try to buy the bulls that will throw a deeper bodied carcass, more marbling, and a bigger weight at a younger age. With our mature cattle, that's one way. And the people that we purchase our cattle from, is we have to purchase some outside cattle, a lot of outside cattle actually, to deliver a year-round consistent product. You have to have cattle that are born at different times of the year. And so we buy the spring calvers from up north, and the people we try to purchase our cattle from are people that we know try to put the best carcass traits in their cattle too.
Right.
And it really fits with our program.
Yeah, I love that. And that's where, sometimes I guess maybe different ranches can either go wrong or whatever. Maybe they're so meticulous about keeping the meat consistent, but they don't care about where they're getting it from or who delivers, consistent cows, as you say. But you're very intentional about who you partner with from that side of things, and I love that, you try to stay consistent through and through with your relationships with them, and then also obviously the meat is consistent throughout, and so the customer gets a consistent, wonderful experience. I know I can always count on Santa Carota to be just a crowd favorite, like I said, when I have gatherings and I just put it on the board, and I know people are going to love it because it's consistent. How many carrots up to a day do you guys up to? So
the truck's 25 tons, and we average about 6 loads a day. But here in the next week or two, we're probably going to have to start taking up to 20 loads a day, just because we work with the carrot processor so much. So you don't make the tail wag the dog on that one, but we'll take up to 1 million pounds a day of carrot product, carrot waste, and so. Bakersfield's the home of the baby carrot. So the tips, the tops, the pieces, the shavings, the green grass tops, those all need a home. And so we're able to upcycle them at a very short haul, reduces trucks on the road, freight miles, carbon emissions. We're really proud of that. And being able to work with the bigger companies to show that even on a large scale, we can really close that the loop of food waste and water waste. Because even we feed some grass hay alongside of the carrots, and it's all grown with wastewater from one of the big carrot plants. So we're really proud to model the closed loop cycle of using food and water waste.
Right. Yeah. And I love that too about you guys. It's just like the progression and the openness to adaptability, and especially too for someone like yourself. I know, and this is why like the duo is so cool to just see you guys work together. As you're a man of basically kind of like what's been done, should continue to always be done. And so there's still some core values in there, but then Justin like brings in a little bit of this, hey, like, thinking differently and, an adaptability to change and to maneuver, but your openness to like also be adaptive to that concept too really brings such a beautiful balance here on the ranch too. And so just the knowledge of what and some more like innovative work, like it really has a beautiful balance.
It's been an education from day one, and our whole process that we have to do here to make a consistent product is completely outside of the box. There is no book on it. We're writing the story as we go on how to do it. And how to do it properly.
And our partnership works well for that. He takes care of the ranch. My kids say that I get the schoolwork and he gets recess because he's outdoors a lot more than I am.
I know, that's more fun. I agree.
So he gets to be outside with it a lot, and be part of the cows. I only get to show up with it, on the fun days or 2-3 days a week when they need my help. But that's been part of it. We didn't have a sales team to lean on. We didn't have anybody to help us or teach us. So I've actually sold a lot of steaks right here on this haystack with my laptop on it.
Yeah.
So but
I
hey,
love those stories.
It's just kind of the reinventing the wheel and and being outside the box, because there's been such kind of a concrete prison walls so much around the beef industry that it's not touchable, but it is, and so there are new things we can do.
Yeah, and that's the point really of this channel, is just to have these conversations with you guys so that we can all just be closer to our ranchers, our farmers, our cowboys, and not everybody, is able to just go visit every ranch or farm that they source from. And so hopefully I can, try to capture all of these different, amazing people and have this channel so that we do cut out the middleman, so that, you do get closer. I think us being more connected to our food, we make more intentional, more healthier choices. And I think that it's really beautiful to be a farm or a ranch. And this is kind of who I have these conversations with, or who I partner with, is for these reasons of that they listen. And they listen on the farm. You guys are very resilient. It's almost like a response team. Like, instead of just forcing something to, forcing a strategy, or forcing a feed, or forcing a way to eat, or forcing, just a tunnel vision mindset. You guys are just really just adaptable to change, and that's how I think that the world, is going to thrive. And
as we learn what we're doing is good, that is kind of part what keeps us going as well. You said there's kind of a good energy and a good vibe. Everyone's kind of got bad days sometimes, and we always just pick each other up and bring each other up, and things like that. The great testimonials, whether it be flavor or health, we love that, because that keeps us going too. It's been an uphill climb, uphill battle, but we're proud to be doing it. We think this is what we were born for,
Yeah, and you guys kind of, focus on, business and all of that, but just always coming back to the base of why you get up in the morning, and your, core reasons to do this too. And it just shines through again, like as in, the testimonials. And that's why I say it's like really, there's a lot of families and people who say this is really good for like my family, and success stories of them coming off of like different beef, not enjoying it so much, but to really enjoying Santa Carota. So I really, if you have a picky kid out there, I highly suggest you try this beef, because that may change their mind. This was special, and I just love coming out here and doing these because not only do I feel more connected to my food, I want my audience to feel more connected to my food. And then we get to have these conversations too, because you get to hear kind of, you know, from your customer and from those who really care intentionally about what they eat. And, you know, Justin and Mike, they listen to me as well too, and just like, you know, taking it all in. And I think there are people too to hold others accountable. Like I have to hold myself accountable, and then maybe coming out here annually is something that I want to do, just to see what's up, see what's new in the farm, see what's changing. What else can we learn? What else can we educate ourselves? Because the more that we do educate ourselves, the more that we can make intentional choices. And it's not just about saying you have to eat this or you have to eat that. It's just like, hey, you know, here's the information. We're very transparent about it. You make your choice now. And that is where I think health really comes from, is making educational choices. So I hope you guys enjoyed this interview here with Justin and with Mike from Santa Carota. Again, if you want more information, click the link down below. Come back, comment, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I have more interviews too to come with amazing people like yourselves. So
well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming out. We're happy that we get to share our ranch, our family, our lifestyle with the rest of the world.
Yeah, it was truly special. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.